your hat, please. Thank you.
Yeah, I don't think I usually try to talk to him. I just.
This one didn't show up.
Yeah. Right.
Okay, you can be seated.
I'm Judge.
Okay, we are hearing 94DR0981, Catherine M. Knapik versus Frank Strumbly and Michael F. Knapik, I can't say that. Mr. Strumbly is here today represented by Attorney Bob Hanwell. The Child Support Enforcement Agency is represented by Assistant Prosecuting Attorney David Hitzman. We're here for a purge hearing that arises from the January 23rd of this year judgment entry of contempt. Mr. Hitzman.
Thank you, Judge. I have two certified payment histories that show that Mr. Strumbly paid 51% during the entire purge period. That is over 2 accounts. He was doing much better up until, I believe, the end of January, and then it looks like everything just stopped.
Okay. Mr. Hanwell, do you agree with that representation?
Yes, it coincides with discussion I had with Mr. Strumbly, but I'd like to
Absolutely. Make
some allocution. Frank was working for Ritchie Industries under a temporary agency arrangement, and seemed to be doing very well. He's making $7.75 an hour. They gave him a raise to $8.25 an hour, and then the next week, for no reason, and employment in Willow, Ohio being as it is, I guess the best reason to give is no reason, and he was just terminated. No explanation, anything else. He's been working through or with Integrity, which is a temporary employment agency, trying to get employment. During the course of the time that he was working, he did get his electricity turned back on. He had a phone, then he lost that. I mean, he's just in a bad way right now, and the people out in, he lives out in Brookdale Trailer Park, and they've been very understanding with him. And he's trying. He's an unskilled laborer, and times are tough. But when he was working, the payments were being made, and he is actively seeking employment. Again, at this point, he can't even get unemployment because he only worked 2 months. Understanding the court's policy on this, and I advised Frank that he's probably, there's a good chance he's going to go to jail today for the time. I guess if that is the case and the court wants to pursue that route, even though he is trying his best, he rode his 10-speed bike here, and maybe give him a couple hours or something so he can ride back to Brookdale and he can report to the jail if that would be okay. Otherwise, his bike's just going to be sitting on the square. Where's your bike on the square?
Yeah, it's in the parking lot.
It's in the parking lot. I mean, again, I know the court's policy, and I have no reason to believe that he would not show up. If I'd ask the court, obviously, not to put him in jail and let him keep trying, but if that's what the court's going to do, we would ask for just a minor consideration.
Did he make any efforts to communicate with the prosecutor's office or the agency about his employment situation?
I think the telephone was a problem. He couldn't even keep in touch with me.
Mr. Hitzman, do you have any recommendations?
I would just recommend he has not purged.
Yeah, I'm going to have to find that he has not purged the contempt. At least if something had come in since January. But since it's nothing, I'm going to find that he has not purged the contempt, and I'm going to order he serve the 10 consecutive days in the Medina County Jail effective immediately, and he'll have to make arrangements for someone to pick up his bicycle.
Okay, Your Honor, I think when he was arrested, he had 3 days he sat there, does he get credit for that?
Yes.
So it'd be 7 days.
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay, thank you, Your Honor. Yeah, also, I don't know what to tell you.
Tell him we're going to
See Joe. Okay.